Hello, my name is Lisa and I'd like to welcome you to my craft room. I just thought I would get you a little bit caught up on some of the stitching I've been doing lately, and I'd like to welcome you if you're new, and if it's your second time or third time, or if you're a real glutton for punishment and you've been back more than that, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I have done a little bit of finishing, but my Joann Fabrics doesn't carry sticky board, so I have to go to the other one that's a little bit further away from me, which I was thinking about doing today but didn't get done. So I thought I'll share a little bit about it with you. It's not finished, but it's in progress, right? This is a Brenda Gervais pattern, and it's called Christmas at Winterberry Cabin. I had done it as a Sal with Lisa from Lisa Stitching Stables, and she's got a great channel if you want to check her out. Anyway, I have it mounted on sticky board, and then I have, which is kind of bad lighting down here today, sorry, I have a green plaid homespun underneath, and then I'm putting it on a muffin tin that, as Chelsea would say, it's old and crusty. The plan is to mount this piece, which is another Brenda Gervais pattern. I want to mount it in the same way with the same green behind it. I have another muffin tin, and then I'm going to hang them from a rolling pin. So as soon as I get a little bit more sticky board, I'm hoping to get that finished up. I have another finish that is a Sabrosa pattern. Oops, I better put something behind it. It's called, let's see, Have You Any Wool? And my plan to finish this, I have a thrift store frame that I found that I am just really in love with. It's all gnarly and looks real primitive. I'm going to stretch some wool on sticky board and put it in the frame. Okay, can you visualize it? And then this is too big for the frame, but what I'm going to try to do is just do like a little running stitch around it just to finish it off into a square, and then it's going to be mounted on one side of the frame. And then I found some cool scissors at the thrift store, and I thought I would make a little pocket for it to sit in on the other side. So that's my plan. Not sure how it's going to work out and if it's going to work out, but that's my plan. We'll see how it turns out. Sorry for my chair, it squeaks like crazy. So those are the only finished things I have stitching. The things I've been working on, I have a new pattern since the last time I was doing a video, and it's a Little House Needleworks pattern. It's called Song of Seasons, and it was a mystery. You had to buy 3 different charts, and you didn't know exactly what you were going to get until the end. But it's an older chart, so the mystery had been revealed already. But so I took some 32 count linen that I got from the thrift store, and I coffee tea dyed it. Sorry, I guess I'm gonna have to go on this side or you won't be able to see it very good. So anyway, this is how much I've got so far on it. It has, it represents the seasons, so we're talking like winter, and then spring and summer, and then fall because it has the pumpkins, and then there's a little snowman on the other end. So there's more to be done in the windows, and a little bit more to be done in the top, and then there's like an alphabet, and then the little bottom at the end of the piece. So been putzing away at that. It's going pretty quickly. I also started another one. So I don't know, have you heard about Farm Girl's Stitch 9 Challenge? These pieces are all part of my challenge. So I guess while I'm doing it, I could do my 9 at the same time. So the wool piece was one of mine. That's my only finish that I have so far. When I started it on the challenge, I had only done the dress below the basket and I think a sheep, and I got the rest of it finished. So that's my first piece that's finished. And then I started the one I just showed, and I've also started this one since my last video, and I believe it's called Louise and Henry by Little House Needleworks. And I'm kind of altering the pattern a little bit. It doesn't have a tree in it. The original pattern had a red and cream, I think, check. And then it had some sunflowers that were on the pattern. I didn't care for the sunflowers too much. Not that I don't like sunflowers. I just wasn't real excited about the shape of them. And I had seen some of these trees on Instagram and been dying to try one. So I thought, last night I kept hee-hawing around thinking, oh, maybe I shouldn't do it. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. And then finally I thought, just do it. It's crying out loud. It's not rocket science here. And so I just did the trunk. And all it is just, you know, one strand of floss that I'm just making these stitches with. So I went and did the trunk of the tree. And then I started and just doing random stitches. No planning, no drawing any lines or anything. I just was winging it. But I love how it's turning out. I don't think I'm going to do any more. I think I'm just going to call it done. I did do a few little grass stitches just to try to incorporate it a little bit more. I still have to do the beak and the wings, and then I have to fill in the wool, but I don't know what color I'm going to use yet. So if you have any ideas of what color I should use, feel free to leave a comment below. I'm kind of leaning towards maybe like a dark taupe color. We'll see. And I thought about maybe continuing the checkerboard all the way around in a square, but I think I'm going to quit. So anyway, like how it's turning out. So that's my third piece in my Stitch 9 challenge. I had done my piece Indigo Lane. I finished it, and I want to do the companion for it. So it's a little box, and so I'm going to do it. It's called for 40 count linen. So I'm going to try to do it in the same colors. I'm going to frame the Indigo Lane big piece and then have the little box sitting in front of it. So that would be 4. And then my 5th piece is a new start, and it's called History of Sheep by Jardin Privé. Anyhow, I'm going to be doing all 4 of the charts. Sorry for the glare. So I haven't started that yet. I had gotten some of linen from the thrift store, and my plan was to coffee dye it, and which I've done. It turned out a little bit darker and a little bit more mottled than I probably anticipated, but I still think it's gonna be okay. I like stuff rustic, so there's a couple imperfections on it, but I think I got the piece of linen for like $2, something like that. So I thought, well, yeah, what do I have to lose? So I have, I think, a couple pieces that I could possibly use. So this side isn't as extreme, so I might go with that side. And then while I was tea dyeing, I had some other fabric that I got at the same thrift store, and it was 28 count, and it was a baby blue, which just wasn't my color scheme. But it's such a large piece that I thought, well, I'm going to try to tea coffee dye it and see how it turns out. So I'm excited now that I have that done. I can start this another project, because you know you have to start them all, right? Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Another one that I was going to try to do was I'm sure everybody's seen them, the Little House Needleworks Farmhouse Christmas. And I had toyed with doing all of them in a long row. I had seen a girl on Instagram do it first, Terry Markovich, I believe is her name. She does some wonderful stitching. Anyway, I saw her finish and thought, oh, that's just how I want to finish it. And I've seen a couple people since then do it. Now I'm not quite sure. It depends on if I can find something long enough. We'll see. I do know that this one is in my challenge, so I at least have to do this block. And we'll see if I'm going to make it a huge project or a little project. All right, so I also have 2 quilts that I threw in. And I think there might be another. I don't know if I'm missing one. I lost count. Just a second. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I remembered. So I have 2 quilts that I wanted to finish. They're just small. And I've shown them before. But this is my Through the Night by Bonnie Sullivan. And it's a bunch of birds. You know, my love of birds and bunnies. And so anyway, I just have a little bit more to finish on it of the embroidery. And then I have to quilt it. And then there's another one that I'm going to do that's just churned ashes, which I've showed in another video. So I'm going to try to get some of these things finished up. But so far, going pretty good. I did order a few more patterns from Kitten Stitcher. I wanted to participate in Saltbox Stitcher's sale, so haven't got those yet, but I'm excited about those. I'll show those next time. And then I did order, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Lori Holt. She does a lot of quilting, and so she's got a quilt along. Oh boy, this is really bright. She's doing a quilt along, and it has a barn theme. And so I think I'm going to try to do this. I ordered the templates for it. It's a free quilt along, but you do have to order the templates. And it is just a really cute barn. It has a windmill, and it has pieced blocks. I don't know if you'll be able to see it very good. And there's a tractor, and it's real kind of cutesy colors, which aren't necessarily my style. So I'm thinking about making the barn either white or brown, or, you know, something a little bit. Hi, Sarah. Are you nervous? My husband's upstairs working on something, and she gets nervous when he works on stuff. So you want to say hi? Say hi to people. Say hi. Oh, that's my girl. Anyhow, I hope everybody's having a good week. I'm glad I was able to get a little bit caught up with you. Haven't been doing a whole lot of anything. I've been sick for a couple of weeks and feel like all I've done is sleep and cough, but I feel like I'm on the mend, and hopefully I'll have some more exciting stuff to share with you. I hope everybody has a great week, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.